Today is genuinely one of the most astonishing days I've ever seen in sports. Maxx Crosby, the trade for the Ravens got rescinded. Team USA just lost in one of the worst losses in USA sports since 2004, dead ass. And then, what is it? Bam Adebayo drops 83 points on the Wizards on a random Tuesday. It's the second highest score of all time. Most points we've seen on live television. You can argue with a wall. Cairo, we have Cairo with me. Cairo, was the Wilt game real?
No, it's not, bro.
It's Cairo's voice, not mine. We have Cairo, we have Leyton. Leyton, say hi.
Uh,
And it's really just a chat because, like, what did I just watch? Like, I sat here to play 2K like 4 hours ago, and the craziest day of sports just happened right in front of me on my two screens. Like, Cairo, I need instant reactions from you, Cairo.
Bro, to be honest, bro, I was just laying down doom scrolling, bro, and I didn't even think he was gonna do anything. And then one of my homeboys was like, he has 60 something. I'm like, oh, it's just a regular game, bro. And then time goes by and I see he has 83. So Kobe's legacy is in shambles.
We missed the important part. Like, he had 43 at halftime, and like I texted it in the group chat, like 43 at halftime against the Wizards, and they were only up 12. So that was like he was gonna get a lot of run. He ended up playing 42 minutes. Spoelstra said in the postgame, was like, it was something special. He just had to keep going. But like, oh my, how do you even like, where do you even start with that? Asia's in the crowd. His mom's in the crowd. Still calls his mom mommy. Like, Bam Mate. His mama call him Bam, so I'm gonna call him Bam. Lane, I need instant reactions because you said you called it.
oh yeah, I mean, I was just sitting there in class earlier today, and I was just thinking. I looked at my hard drive. I was just trying to see if there were any plays, and I said, I feel like Bam's gonna go for 80, and then the first quarter happened, and I said, "Nah, he's going for 83 actually." And then we watched it unfold. It was something.
You bet the exact number. That's yeah. Someone's very like not happy about what just happened tonight. Someone bet the under on Bam tonight, and they're never betting again. They're never touching a sports book again. They switched to golf. But what'd you say about Kobe's legacy, Cairo?
I think it's in shambles, bro. Like, I also just seen something that Nick Batum is tied with him for all-time threes. Like, Kobe's PR team is gonna have to work like super duper hard because I think I can't even look at Kobe the same no more, bro.
I think the Mamba mentality, sadly, Kobe, God rest his soul, just it got too out of proportion one way, and now it's coming back. Like, even in 2K, for example. Like, remember in 2K20 when his shot was just chicken and you could never miss with Kobe's jump shot and his base? You could hit way more whites than anyone else. It was, I'm not trying to draw a correlation to 2K, but it was just, we might have overrated Kobe in his passing, and that's an unfortunate thing we did. It's not fair, but I am very interested in seeing what this does for Kobe's legacy, because 83 points, he shot 43 free throws, but like 83 points is 83 points. You had to somehow, no one fouled out for the Wizards somehow on 43 free throws. I think that's even a funnier stat, but I think I would take this time to just congratulate Bam Mate, his mama call him Bam, and Asia Wilson for now having to argue for the rest of their life on who's the better NBA player. I won 2 MVPs and 2 championships, best of all time. Well, I scored 83.
Facts.
Whatever. So now we move on. We're gonna move on to Maxx Crosby news for now, because we'll go in that order. Earlier, a couple days ago, Maxx Crosby got traded for 2 first-round picks from the Ravens. It was a pretty good first-round pick too, pick 14, and then we get the news at around noon that the Crosby trade's getting rescinded, or maybe it's around 5. I don't know, but the Crosby trade's getting rescinded for whatever reason. The physical wasn't passing, but the problem is we sat here and thought Maxx Crosby was 100%. Like his knee was already messed up. He got shut down for the season before the Giants game because of his knee. So why are we now rescinding the trade? Layton, I need your thoughts on that.
All I can think about is him dunking the basketball after he got shut down. So I don't know.
I don't know how hurt he actually was. He wanted to play. He just got the surgery, just cut like to clean things up. So what possibly could that have affected? A GM said it was like they called what the Ravens did bullshit. All I know is that I made a tweet about it. Like what the Ravens just did would ruin my fantasy league, and it would. I know that. We're sending a trade before like the new league year hadn't started yet, so I guess the trades weren't final, and they could take all these back. All these free agent signings, they can take all the money back on the free agents too. None of these free agents are on these teams yet. No contracts have been signed. So now it's just me, Cairo and Leyton, the biggest baseball savants. Team USA lost tonight. If you want a synopsis of it, they were down 8-0 to Italy, a team they had no business losing to. And it just doesn't look good. The manager, Mark DeRosa, went on MLB Network this morning and said that they already had the quarterfinals clinched. They didn't, and the only way they wouldn't have the quarterfinals clinched is if they lost, and they did. So that clip is going to do its own resurfacing, and it doesn't look good. They're in a dog right now. It's basically they want Italy. They're now rooting for Italy to win. If Italy now loses, Italy's throwing their best pitcher tomorrow because they thought they would have needed that game to make the quarterfinals. Now they might hold their best pitcher because nobody has clinched yet, if I can go back on it, because of weird tiebreakers. But holding your best pitcher for the quarterfinals might be the best strategy for Italy. This is all very instant reactions. The camera's not even moved. Lighting is all off. For Team USA, this is by far the worst loss in USA team sports history since 2004 that led to the Redeem Team. The problem is the Redeem Team was, man, the best players might not have been playing, or we didn't have the right coaching, and then we got the team that rivaled the Dream Team. This team was supposed to be the baseball version of the Avengers, and they didn't get it done. Noah McLean didn't have it. He looked great and then burnt out, and then it was, I don't know who pitched after him. This is very awkward, but the bullpen didn't have Ryan Yarborough. And that's not, I'm a Yankees fan. Ryan Yarborough, not the guy you want pitching in the WBC. He was pitching today because he thought the team had clinched and the Yankees agreed and Mark DeRosa agreed that he was going to pitch this day. It's a bad look if Italy decides to punt the game. If I'm Italy, I don't want to play USA when they now are fully locked in on getting revenge on you. For USA, this is not a good look for any of the players, and especially not a good look for Aaron Judge. Tomorrow we're going to watch mainstream TV, they're going to have one hell of an A block. They're going to talk about Crosby, they're going to talk about Bam's 85, but then they're also going to talk about this in the first hour, and they're going to talk about Aaron Judge, the dude who says he's the captain. We call him Captain America now, and he was the last out. It might not be his fault. It's more on, I could err more on the side of the pitching, but you had 0 runs 7 innings in. That can't happen with the lineup you have there. You can't be looking at this lineup and play against a team where they're 1 through 5 hitters, where, if I'm correct, 0 for 22, and not come through and win that game. So it's a bad look on Judge, especially with no ring. You get into the Judges and clutch arc, and we have to go through all that again. So we just sit there and wait for Italy's game. Italy's not going to pitch Nola. We're going to find out all the news today. I'll keep my phone by me. If you like this instant reaction video and the way I did it with my friends, I was in the party with them. I really want to get their takes on it all the time. I kind of want to do a round robin style. Please let me know, because this was probably the most fun and the quickest I've ever recorded a video. I share. go read the Substack. There'll be more pieces on this. I just started school, so it was a whole adjustment period on not uploading, but we will be back. Let me know.